It's like joining a little family. I know, it's a cliche.
Yeah, I know his father.
Don't tell the boss that. He likes to think he's stern, but he's really just a big old softy. Has he given you the lecture about country policing yet?
Yeah, it's about people, I hear. I still can't quite get a line on the CI guy.
PJ?
Yeah, he seems nice, though.
Yeah, he might seem as though he's sleeping, but PJ never misses a trick. What about Jo?
Oh, we said g'day, that's about all.
Yeah, she's great fun. She speaks her mind. She's the association delegate.
She let me know. And the other guy, Evan?
Jonesy. Yeah, he's a good cop. Bit of a cowboy. Yeah, he likes to think he knows it all sometimes, Jonesy.
What about our acting sergeant?
Me? Oh, very laid back.
Can we pull over a sec, Ben?
Can we please have our ball back?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you.
So who was that?
Donald Hines. Just moved in up the street. He's a convicted pedophile. Yeah, he's a creep. Remember him from years ago. He used to hang around Kilo. Everyone knew about him.
Oh, this was before you were in the job?
Yeah, I was still at school.
Well, if you're right, he's not the sort of person we like in Mount Thomas.
Well, she's right. It's all here. He's just done 6 years for sexual penetration of a child. He got out 2 months ago, and now he's living half a block from the primary school. Well, he has to go.
What number?
14.
That was Molly McGurr's place. No, thanks.
He said he inherited it from an aunt.
Molly never mentioned a nephew to her.
Well, who would under the circumstances?
Maybe just this one, sir. Put it on my desk.
We ought to just put him on a bus this afternoon.
He wasn't committing any offence when you spoke to him.
He was hanging around the primary school.
What do you mean, hanging around?
He was walking past. He had his shopping.
Convicted paedophile shouldn't be anywhere near a school.
I know that, and I share your concerns. I don't particularly want him living here any more than you do, but he does have to live somewhere. I'll have a talk to him.
Look, let me handle this, boss. I hate these perverts. To my mind, they should never be allowed out.
Give me the file. I'll handle it. Raina, go and ask Mr. Hines if he'd like to come in. Mr. Hines. I understand you've recently been released from Barwon Prison.
That's right.
On parole?
No, I served my full term. 2,191 days.
Did you undertake a sex offenders treatment program?
No, because I'm not a sex offender.
What do you call having sex with children?
That's a lie. I didn't do it.
Well, the court says you did. That's good enough for me. How long do you intend to remain in Mount Thomas?
I intend to live in my house as long as I like.
So close to a school.
I didn't choose the location. The house was left to me by my aunt in a will. I'm not breaking any law.
You do realise there is a law prohibiting a convicted pedophile from loitering round a school?
The law also states I'm entitled to go about my day-to-day business. I'm well within my rights to walk home from the shops.
Well, we know where you are and we know what you are. I'll be keeping a very close eye on you, Mr. Hines.
That's all.
There is no room in this community for anyone who molests children. Do I make myself clear?
Perfectly.
Could you please check these times against the log here? What you've got there doesn't seem to be right.
Yeah, just because the boss dumped you for Susie.
Oh, yeah, but who wouldn't?
Joan, she's a married woman.
Hey, go easy on the acting sergeant. Thankless position.
Especially when the senior sergeant feels as though he has to do everything himself.
Did she mention anything about her husband?
No, it didn't come up.
She'll tell you when she's ready, Biggies.
Yeah, I know. I'm just...
Boss, so what's happening?
I spoke to him. He understands the situation.
And?
That's it.
So he's staying. We're going to let a known pedophile live right next door to the school.
I don't like it any more than you do, but he does have his rights. Unless he breaks the law, there is nothing we can do except keep an eye on him.
Rights.
Well, apparently he chose not to do the sexual offenders treatment program, so he did his time and now he's a free man.
So no reporting conditions. Isn't that reassuring?
The boss did make the situation pretty clear to him.
Really? Well, maybe somebody should make it more than clear to him. Grab your stuff, Constable. Let's go for a drive.
Hey, Ben? Mm-hmm. It's him.
What is going on here?
Isn't she cute?
You're in trouble, Mr. Hines.
Hello?
It's just showing Emily my new
It's
kitten.
the kid, isn't
You
it?
will look after the little girl if it's all the same to you.
She asked to have a look at it. You know, I know her mother.
Okay, let's take her inside.
Yeah, it's time to give the man back the kitten now.
Bye-bye, kitty.
And I suggest you go inside and you stay put.
This is absurd.
Is your mum home, sweetheart?
Yes.
What's wrong? Has something happened?
Are you Emily's mother?
Yeah, why? Are you all right, darling?
Yes.
We, found her with that man over there.
Don?
I was just showing Emily the cat, Tracy.
I don't understand.
We think it would be a very good idea for you to keep your daughter completely away from that gentleman.
You run inside, darling. Your drink's on the table. What exactly are you saying?
They've got some stupid ideas about me, Tracy.
We found your daughter with him.
There's nothing unusual about that. Emily knows Don. He's a friend of the family.
How well do you know Mr. Hines?
Why?
They've just got it in for me, Tracy.
Constable.
Yeah. Would you mind moving away, sir?
Yes, I do mind.
Come on, let's go.
You can't do this.
Ken, in the house.
Tracy, don't listen to them. Just don't listen to them.
You're not saying Don's. Oh, my God.
I've just had Donald Hines on the phone.
Oh, let him complain. I don't care.
What happened?
Susie and I found Hines with a little girl.
This is Emily.
Emily Nichols, she's 8.
And?
And we took her home and we spoke to her mother.
And what did you say?
Just that we felt that she'd be safer at home.
You didn't mention Hines's record.
No. She worked that out for herself.
Do you have any reason to believe that he actually had molested the child?
Well, not at this stage, but he does live right next door. He's befriended the family, so it's entirely possible.
I spoke to Emily. My impression is that she probably hasn't been molested.
Yet.
What was he doing with her?
I'm showing her his kitten.
Where was this?
Outside his house.
In the street?
Yeah.
He says you pushed him round.
I just moved him on at the request of the acting sergeant.
All right, Constable, you can go now. Well, the word will be out now.
People have got a right to know they have a monster in their midst.
I clearly explained my approach to this situation. Hands off.
I saw a known pedophile with a young girl. What was I supposed to do?
The first thing you were required to do was manage your own emotional response.
Boss, it makes me feel sick.
Ben, it makes us all feel sick, but you were there as a member of the Victoria Police. You weren't there to vent your own moral outrage. Furthermore, you were in charge. I mean, how long had you been sitting outside the school?
Oh, maybe an hour.
I can't afford to have my acting sergeant and a constable sitting around outside a school for an hour. You've got a job to do. Unless, of course, you'd prefer to remain a senior constable.
No, boss.
Because the paperwork confirming your position hasn't been sent in yet.
And this is where we drink. Right. Now, there's not much that happens in this town that this lady doesn't know about. Chris Riley, I'd like you to meet Susie Rayner, our new member.
Hi. So I hear we've got a paedophile living in town.
This news travels fast.
So what are you lot going to do about it?
Maybe you should talk to Tom. No, look, seriously, we've got the matter under control.
What does that mean?
Well, the first thing that he does, we'll be onto him.
It'll be too late by then.
Chris.
I managed to get a few more names.
Oh, that's great. That's much better. Look, leave it here and I'll make sure people sign it, starting with you, eh?
What's this?
Petition.
I want him out of Mount Thomas before he gets his filthy hands on some poor little kid.
Well, look, I might be sympathetic to it, but I'm not sure that this is what's going to do it.
Tracy said you were the one who told her.
Good on you, mate. Run the bastard out of town.
Well, I didn't exactly tell her, and I certainly didn't mean to get the whole town involved.
They've got a right to know. It's their children too.
So you're going to sign?
What do you want me to do with it?
Sign it. Ben has.
Oh, God.
Tracy Nichols is beside herself, and she's not alone. People are outraged.
Well,
I mean, there
that's
are
why
kids
we-
living in this town, Tom, and why should they be put at risk just because a paedophile is allowed to roam
No
freely
one
about
is
the streets?
allowing it.
Imagine if you had young kids living in
If
this
you
town.
would just let me get a word in edgeways. Thank you. I understand the concern about this, and I share it, believe me. But the law says that this man, having served his sentence, is free to go about his business so long as he does not re-offend.
It's not good enough, Tom. People want action.
Well, do me a favour and use your influence to convince them that the proper people to handle this are the police.
They don't know if the police are going to do anything.
Rest assured, we won't hesitate to act if there's the slightest reason.
You don't think him being here is enough reason?
Like it or not, this man has rights, and unless he crosses the line, my hands are tied.
So you're happy for him to keep on molesting children?
That's enough, Chris. Now you're being insulting.
That obviously went well.
No thanks to some.
Yes, I did sign it. As a private citizen, I do have my rights too, you know.
If I didn't know better, I'd think you relished your little tete-a-tetes with Falcon Price. Constable Rayner had the good sense not to sign it. If I were you, I'd take my name off it too.
I'd sign it if I wasn't in the job.
Exactly.
Hey, that was your mate, the pedophile? There's a mob gathering outside his house and he wants our protection.
Constable?
I'll join you.
Come out here, you bastard!
All right, Ben, I'll handle this.
Okay, that's Tracy Nichols knocking on the front door.
Excuse me. Back to the footpath, please. Out of the way. Hello, Miss Nichols. What seems to be the problem?
Just trying to give him a copy of the petition.
Well, you have the right to do that, but you don't have the right to bring this mob with you.
We're here to support her!
All right, everybody, back outside the gate and onto the footpath,
We
please.
want to deliver the message loud and clear.
I want these people arrested for trespassing on my property.
Just stay inside the house, please, Mr. Holmes. All right, everybody, back through the gate and onto the footpath. You're behaving in a manner likely to cause a breach of the peace, and that is an offence. Now, come on. Back outside. That includes you, Miss Nichols. Don't force me to arrest anyone.
Come on, everybody.
What about the petition?
Go back onto the footpath and I'll give it to him.
Just make sure he gets it.
Come on, Tracy.
Just take it and they'll all go away.
I don't have to take that. I don't want it.
I'm asking for your cooperation.
No, take it away.
Right, that's enough. Come on, everybody, move on. There is nothing more to see here.
I'm sorry, Tracy. I understand how you feel, but we are going to have to charge you. You can't just chuck stones through someone's window, no matter how strongly you feel.
You don't understand.
I think we do.
Not how this affects me. I've been through this before.
But you were molested as a child.
No.
You mean Emily?
Are you talking about Hines?
No, my ex-husband, Max.
Where was this?
When we were living in Morwell.
How long did it go on for?
I don't know. But when I realised that was it, he was gone.
And did you report it?
The police wouldn't do anything.
Well, why was that?
Because he was a member of the police force.
I'm sure it was a very traumatic experience, but it was also a different time and a different place.
No, you don't understand. Max followed us to Mount Thomas.
This is Tracy, isn't it? She been saying I've been abusing Em?
There were allegations made. Yeah.
I practically brought Em up from the time she was a tot. She's a wonderful kid and I'll kill anybody who touches her.
You're her stepfather?
I was, yeah. But things started to go bad between Tracy and me about the time I was pensioned out of the job.
And why was that?
Oh, I had psychological problems. I couldn't work for 2 years. All of a sudden I was the burden. Tracy didn't want me around anymore.
That's when she started making these allegations against you.
She took off up here, so I followed her.
What, to be near Tracy?
Oh, hell no. To be near Em. As far as I'm concerned, she's my daughter. But Trace won't let me go near her.
All right, Max, I think we've got the picture. Thanks for coming in. Could you show Mr. Sandler out, please?
Look, I know you blokes got your job to do, but you can't believe a word that woman says.
So what do you think?
How can you tell?
Donald Hines to see you, boss.
Yes?
I wanted to thank you for what you did.
Just doing our job.
I wasn't sure whether you'd come, because it was me, you know.
Anything else?
Look, Tracy's been a friend of mine since I arrived. I don't want to get into trouble over this. I know she's upset, but... well, she's got the wrong idea about me.
I'm just concerned that there are no more disturbances.
Well, I'm concerned about that as well. I just want a fair go in this town.
I can't guarantee you'll get that.
You see, there's a side to my story which I think people ought to hear before they make up their minds about me.
Go on.
I like to call a meeting so I can explain the truth.
And what is the truth?
That I'm innocent, that I went to jail for something I didn't do. That's why I refused to do the sex offenders treatment program, because that would have been admitting I was guilty.
I see. And where do you intend to hold this meeting?
I was thinking about the pub.
No, I don't even know how you can suggest it.
I told him it was a bad idea.
I won't even let him in here.
Well, that's your right, of course, but he seems determined to have this meeting somewhere, and I'd rather he did it somewhere where we had the circumstances under control.
Let him have his meeting somewhere else.
Chris, after what's already happened today, I don't want him trying it out in the street. At least here we can keep an eye on him.
Oh, that's great, isn't it? Then people will accuse me of being sympathetic.
That's highly unlikely.
Let him come in here, Chris. We'll let the bastard know what we think of him.
Well, that's one way of looking at it, I suppose.
All right, if it's humiliation he's after, then perhaps he'll get the message this time. But not in here, he can use the dining room, and I'm not serving him.
I just want to say thank you all for coming, because I know what you all might think of me.
Yeah, you're a mongrel.
I just want a chance to explain myself.
Get out!
Keep an eye on Stan. He's had a few. Uniform might have been helpful.
Well, I might want to say something.
Why are you here?
Just wanted to see what a friendly place Mount Thomas is.
My ex-wife, she lied about what happened to our daughters. She convinced them to lie as well.
Why would they do that?
Because we were in the middle of a very nasty divorce.
No wonder.
Of course, you know, the police, they believed all the lies. The jury believed it. I went to jail for 6 years.
Yeah,
6 years for something I didn't do. I didn't do it. I just want to reassure all of you people that I really care about children. I love children. I love children.
What about my daughter?
Tracy,
You
Tracy,
sneaked yourself into our family pretending to be a friend.
It's not
You're a
true.
pervert.
Just listen to what I'm trying to say.
I can't believe I let you in.
Well, maybe being a better mother, letting your daughter walk around the streets by herself.
Stand!
That's enough. Come on.
Okay, everybody out. Come on.
Out.
All right, that's
Get out of
enough.
here. You're
Miss
not welcome,
Hines,
do you
come on.
understand?
Go on, get out of here before I change my mind and charge you.
Thanks, mate.
Don't thank me. Thank Acting Sergeant Stewart for stopping you before you did any damage.
I did it without thinking.
Doesn't matter. You did it. Despite your personal views.
And if I had thought about it, maybe I would have let Stan brain him. Why don't we do a drive-by just to let Mr. Hines know that we're still about?
He's probably too scared to come out.
Good.
Emily's gone. She's gone. She's gone, please. Come inside. She's gone.
Okay, so how long ago was this?
It's about 10 minutes ago. I've looked everywhere for her. She's not here. And you saved the bastard that took her.
So, man's footprint, about a size 13, I'd say, fairly fresh. But no sign of Emily's.
Could have carried her.
Check the vicinity.
No sign of her anywhere.
Well, the window doesn't look like it's been forced. Any idea how long she's been gone?
She went to bed at 10:30 last night. After that, sometime. That's all we know.
I picked up Emily from my sisters after the meeting. And it was quite late by the time we got home, so she went straight to bed. And I watched a bit of TV, and then I went to bed too.
What time is this?
About 11:30.
And did you check on Emily before you
Yeah,
went to bed?
I always do. She was asleep.
What about the window?
I left it open a little bit. It gets stuffy in her room.
And what about this morning?
I got up at the usual time, at about 7, and I called out to Emily to get up. And when she didn't, I went into her room to find her, but she wasn't there. And I thought she must have been in the bathroom, but she wasn't. And I checked in the backyard, and she wasn't there either. And That's when I ran out into the street and I saw the police.
It's okay, we know the rest.
He's got her, I know.
You think that it's Hines?
I'm sure. He's done something with her.
I'll be bloody sorry if he has. Susie, come with me.
Ben.
PJ, I'm onto this.
Let Susie and I handle this.
Yes?
Good morning, sir. I'm Senior Detective Hasham. You've already met Constable Rayner. We're just making some inquiries about a missing girl.
Why are you asking me?
Because it's Emily Nichols.
Have you seen her? Last night or this morning?
No.
So you've got no idea what happened to her?
No.
Sir, would you mind if we came in and had a look around your house?
Yes, I would mind.
Is there any reason why you're not giving us your permission?
Because you've just got it in for me. I don't know where she is. I know she's not in here.
There's an easy way to prove that.
Why should I have to prove that? Are you searching anybody else's house?
Oh, we're simply asking for your cooperation.
Oh, why should I? All you do is pick on me. You're making assumptions. A girl is missing. It must be Don Hines. Is that what you all think? Why don't you just bugger off? Go and harass somebody else.
Mr. Hines, I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station with us.
No.
Don, we could continue our conversation here, but it might take a while.
I'll get changed. I've done nothing wrong.
Just leave it to us, will you? Come on, inside.
What size shoes do you wear, Mr. Holmes?
8s. Why?
Take him through, please, Constable. How'd you go with the warrant?
Knocked back. Not enough evidence.
Don't worry about a warrant. Just kick the door in.
No, there is another way. Would you like a cup of coffee or tea?
No, thanks.
You sure?
Yeah.
Now, Don, our first concern is their little girl. I'm sure you understand that.
Yes.
And I'm sure that would be your first concern, being the neighbour.
Yes.
You know Emily, don't you?
Yes.
She's a nice girl.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you wouldn't want anything to happen to her.
No, of course not.
Do you ever come around to your house?
Not really.
Not really?
Well, just now then, just to see the kitten.
Oh, what about this morning?
No, I told you I haven't seen her.
Don, you're an intelligent man, and I'm sure you understand why we have to check your house.
One conviction.
For a related offence.
Which I did not commit.
Nevertheless, we still have a problem.
Why should I help you?
Well, you could have been badly hurt if Acting Sergeant Stewart wasn't at that meeting last night.
Yes.
Don, I'm happy to believe that Emily's not at your house, but under the circumstances. I mean, we can get a search warrant, but it would be so much easier for us if we could just check your house.
One size too small.
PJ?
There you are. There's nothing in the shed out back.
Right, well, that's it. Well, for your own protection, we'd like to keep you at the station for a while.
All right. I believe I should thank you for saving me from being hurt last night.
Don't thank me, mate. I've been regretting it ever since.
Through there, thanks.
We can't keep him here forever.
I don't want him here at all.
So there was no sign of Emily in his house?
No. It doesn't mean they didn't take her. He could have her somewhere, out the bush.
I mean, he doesn't even own a car.
Well, he could have hired one, borrowed one.
Look, we're going to face facts here. He might be telling the truth.
You're not suggesting there's a second child abductor in Mount Thomas?
Well, that's certainly a hypothesis I wouldn't like to entertain.
So, what do we know about his MO?
He rapes children.
I'll go and check with his sexual crime squad.
Tom, find out if he's got any history of abduction too.
Am I the only one who can see the obvious? Here's a missing child, and here's someone who we know to be a pedophile. What more do we need?
A few facts would be nice.
Yeah, thanks very much.
You, one of those for me?
Well, if you're good.
I'm good.
Are you?
I got onto the sexual crime squad, but couldn't speak to the original informant because he's left the job. And get this, for verbaling suspects.
Including Hines?
Well, the sergeant I spoke to didn't know, but it has to be a possibility.
Which means he might be telling the truth about the original conviction.
Either way, abduction was never involved.
So it was a family thing?
Hines' wife accused him of molesting their 2 daughters.
Which means we have another place to look. Well, we checked out Tracy Nichols' ex-husband. There's no sign of the little girl at his place.
Well, he claims that Tracy's been making up stories. This abduction could be just another one.
You really think that she might be faking this?
The only hard information we've got is what she told us.
Her daughter's missing, PJ.
What about the sister? Tracy said she dropped Emily to her sisters after the meeting.
Have you checked that?
Not yet.
Janine's address, why do you want that?
Oh, we just need to confirm the time you picked up Emily, that's all.
No, I mean, why can't you just ask me?
Why, is there a problem?
No, of course not.
Yeah, let me help you with
No,
this,
it's
Tracy.
all right. It's just
No,
some...
it's fine.
No, it's just some old stuff I'm trying to get rid of. Oh, look, they're just an old pair of my ex-husband's boots. I was trying to get rid of them finally.
Why now? With everything else that's going on, why worry about a pair of boots?
I don't know.
Tracy, where is Emily?
Don't be silly about this. If you know something, please tell us.
She's at my sister's.
Right, we'll need her full name and address.
Janine Phillips. She's in Blythe Street, number 28.
Go ahead, Jones.
No luck here, but Joe's still checking.
Received that.
What's going on?
Mrs. Nichols, I'm sorry to have to tell you that Emily's missing.
Missing?
Your sister admitted that she stayed with her overnight, but when she went to get her this morning, she couldn't find her. We're checking the vicinity now.
Mount Thomas 208 to Mount Thomas 900.
Go ahead, Parish.
We might have something. I've got a neighbour who reports seeing a young girl being driven off by a man about half an hour ago.
Did you get a description of the vehicle?
It was an old Humber, that's it.
Max Sandler. He's got an old Humber, hasn't he?
Oh, my God.
Well, you'd better go and pick him up. And tell Hines he's free to go.
I want to see Mummy.
Yeah, it's okay.
Where is she?
Yeah, it's all right. Emily? Emily! Did he hurt you, darling?
I've been looking after her. Someone has to.
All right, Mr. Sandler, that's enough. Straight through there, please.
You'd tell me, wouldn't you, sweetheart?
We may need to talk to you and Emily separately, Miss Nichols. So.
Miss Nichols, perhaps you'd like to come with me.
Mummy.
It's all right, darling. It's all right.
She'll be fine.
All right, I went round and got her. So what? I was angry.
Well, how'd you know where Emily was?
Well, after you blokes had been round to see me, I knew that Tracy was up to one of her weird games and I didn't want her using him like that.
But you didn't even tell Tracy's sister that you were taking her.
Why should I? She was in on it too. I actually care what happens to that little kid, unlike those two.
Hey, Max, do you want to take a seat?
Mr. Sandler, do you have some court-administered access arrangements?
No, I didn't apply because of the lies that Tracy threatened to tell about me.
So you decided to just take her anyway?
Oh, she didn't mind. You ask her.
Don't worry, we'll be doing that.
I'm not a bloody rock spider. I'm the only proper father she's known. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
Hey, can I have a word with Emily?
Yeah, sure. Do you want another drink, Em?
Yes, please.
Yeah, lemonade again or just water?
Lemonade.
Okay.
Can I have some too?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. I really like lemonade.
But you're police.
Yeah? Don't you think police drink lemonade? We do. Well, I do. We're just like everyone else.
But you've got a gun.
Yeah. But, I'll tell you a secret. Do you like secrets?
Yes.
You promise you won't tell? I've never used it.
True.
Truly.
I've got a secret too.
Is it a big secret or a little secret?
It's a secret club.
Secret club? Who's in it?
Just Max and me, so Mummy won't know.
That was the secret.
When you were out and Max was looking after her, he used to let her stay up longer than you liked and watch TV till quite late sometimes. They didn't tell you so that neither of them would get into trouble.
He wasn't abusing her.
I'm afraid you may still get a summons over the false report. So please, no more crying wolf. Leave the policing to us in future.
Yes, I'm sorry. Thanks. Come on, Emily.
All right.
Come on, I'll buy you a treat.
Ben, that was your mate Hines. There's a mob gathering outside his house again.
What have you done with your bastard?
All right, everybody, that's enough. Could I have your attention, please? OK, the young girl has been found safe and sound. She's on her way home with her mother now, so you've all made your point. Can you just go home, please?
Was it that bastard there?
No. Look, the young girl has been found, and it had nothing to do with the gentleman who lives here.
So what happened?
Look, Stan, all that you need to know is that she's all right. You've made your point, so could you please just move along? Thank you. Go home.
Come on. Going to use the green.
That's the problem with rights, isn't it? Everybody has them, even the lowest of the low.
Suppose you want a drink?
If you wouldn't mind, then what would you like?
Beer's fine, thanks. Just the one in the normal.
So, tell us about yourself, Susie.
There's not much to tell. Close family, loud. Only girl and like 3 footy craze brothers.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I got a pretty mean tackle out of it.
Oh, your husband's got to love that.
Yeah, he can hold his own.
So, why don't we order dinner, eh?
Yeah, so when are we going to get to meet?
Oi! Out you go now.
Who invited him?
I just wanted to buy the acting sergeant a drink.
I'm afraid I couldn't accept that.
I just wanted to say thank you for the decent way you've treated me, unlike most people around here.
Well, I'd rather not drink with you all the same.
You're just like the rest. So much for giving a bloke a chance. I'm innocent. You know, I was stitched up by coppers like you. My ex-wife lied. I went to jail for nothing. 6 years of my life gone because people lied about me. All right. I'll have a beer by myself, thanks.
You're not drinking here.
All right. So much for giving a bloke a fair go.
That guy is full of crap.
Maybe not.
Maybe he was verbal.
I'll speak to you soon. Okay, bye. It's my old sergeant. We're due out on patrol, are we?
Yes, there's a cold burg at the abattoirs. If you could just take Susie with you.
What is it, a side of lamb?
A set of boning knives.
Oh, country crime.
It's Emily. She's gone. She's been taken.
Hang on, Tracy. You have to understand, it is very difficult for us to take you seriously.
I knew you wouldn't believe me, but I promise you, I've looked everywhere. He's got her.
Hang on, who's got her?
Don Hines.
And what reason have you got to think that?
Please, something's really happened this time. I know I lied, but I'm not lying now.
How can we believe this woman? She said us running around all over the place once already.
I understand all that, and she might be lying this time too, but we do have to check this out.
Yes.
I think she's telling the truth. I don't think this is an act.
But before you start kicking people's doors down, I'm looking at you, acting sergeant. Have another talk to the stepfather and the sister.
Max Sandler says he hasn't seen her and there's
We're
no
checking
sign
him.
of
We
her
just
at
need
his
to
place.
OK, thanks. Look, you and Jones, you better head back here.
Got that.
Countum is 900 out.
Tracy's sister swears she hasn't seen Emily.
OK, let's go. Where are you going? Talk to Donald Hines.
What?
Mr. Hines, we'd like your permission to search your property, please.
You can't have it.
Thank you. Constable.
You can't do this. This is against the law.
Emily?
Excuse me?
Emily?
Emily.
Thank you.
Emily.
Mount Thomas 900 to Mount Thomas 358.
Receiving.
Return to the station ASAP.
Receive that.
What do you think you're doing? You've just conducted an illegal search. This man has already been the target of false accusations.
As under Section 459A of the Crimes Act, I believed a serious indictable offence was being committed and I made a decision to enter the premises
Don't lecture me on the
without a
Crimes
warrant.
Act, Stuart.
It was an operational decision. I am the acting sergeant.
Well, that's not set in concrete.
It is my understanding that where life may be at stake, it is the prerogative of the member in charge to enter a premises without a warrant.
Don't lecture me on procedure either. You know what you did. I explicitly warned you about this and yet you went right ahead.
Boss, this man is a pedophile.
There seems to even be some doubt about that.
Not in my mind.
What information are you working on? Do you know something that the others don't?
Sir?
I'm not, sir. I'm not your headmaster.
Boss.
Yeah, what?
I've had another word with my contact at the Sexual Crime Squad. They say there were 3 earlier occasions where Hines was questioned but not charged for offences involving children. They're sure he is a pedophile.
Yeah, so are we. But it was still an illegal search.
OK, I jumped the gun. Maybe I was wrong.
You were wrong. The little girl wasn't there.
We don't know that. We haven't finished the search.
Have you been through Tracy Nichols' house?
No, not yet.
Then I suggest you take Constable Rayner with you and do that now.
If I'm not going to be here when she gets home from school, I always leave a glass of milk out and a couple of biscuits. That's how I know she's been here. Plus, she's changed her clothes.
The milk glass, would it have been one of these?
Yeah, she won't drink out of anything else.
There's a glass like this in Hines' kitchen.
You sure?
Positive.
Mr. Hines! Open up! It's the police! Mr. Hines! I'm still the acting sergeant.
Emily, you can't do this.
Where is she? What have you done to her? What have you done to the little girl?
the back.
Come on.
It's clear.
What's in there? Huh?
This wasn't locked last time we searched.
Where's the key? Hold this for me. Going to be okay.
You're under arrest for child abduction and false imprisonment, and you better hope that's all you're under arrest for.
I'll take him inside.
How's the little girl?
That man is scum. If we had waited for a warrant, God only knows what the situation would have been by the time we got there.
Is she all right?
She's with her mother at the moment. The bastard had her tied up with a gag in her mouth. Susie did manage to talk to her, and as far as we know, he hasn't actually done anything to her.
Do you think this is a good idea?
What?
You interviewing a suspect in your present frame of mind?
I started this job, and I intend to finish it properly.
You don't understand. She came on to me. I had to tie her up for her own good.
Shh, shh, shh. Keep it for the tape. Sit. Sit.
Don't touch me.
I would not touch you with a 40-foot barge pole. This is a tape record of the interview between Acting Sergeant Stewart and Donald Hines of Mount Thomas, conducted at the Mount Thomas Police Station at 4:51 p.m. on the 24th of September 2003. Also in attendance, our Senior Detective Hasham.
Thanks, Chris.
It's all right.
So, friends again then?
Well, I don't remember that ever being a problem. And it's on the house, by the way.
Oh, hello.
Well, I never got a chance to welcome Susie. Welcome to Mount Thomas.
Thanks, Chris.
I think you'll fit in very well.
I was forgetting. No, that's all right, mate. I'll have
You don't drink?
Oh, yeah. Long story.
We didn't get a chance last night. welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank God you're a girl.
Oh, and in case you're wondering, it hasn't been a typical couple of days.
Yeah, I was starting to wonder.
I have to say, it was a good pinch today, Susie.
All I did was tackle him. It was really well bent.
The old gut instinct.
Oh, yes, never fails, eh?
If only that were true.
Oh, come on. Sometimes you just have to trust it.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, well, the worst thing is to have an indecisive sergeant. I've had one of those total disaster. You were leading from the front, so I was right there behind you.
No, it was good to have you there. Good work.
Yeah, good on you.
Oh, sounds like you've both got the popular vote just as well I put in the formal paperwork today, Acting Sergeant Stewart.
So you do want me then, warts and all?
Do I have any choice?
But you know me, boss. I can't back down when I happen to believe that I'm right.
Oh, we all know that, Benny boy. We all know that.
Welcome to Mount Thomas.
Hey,
Welcome.
on you.